how's it going? My name is Simon El-chaar. This is my video for assignment 3 and my elevator program. So, as you can see, here are all my classes, of course. Only 5 major classes I have here. My approach didn't really feel the need to have whole classes for buttons and floors like I had in assignment 2. Um, so yeah, uh, here's just my whole code. And here's my program successfully building and compiling here. I'll even go here just a step further and run the make clean command and make again just to show that it does compile and run. Yeah, and I'll even run the executable from here. So as you can see here, here's my program. Over here will be the elevator info display, and such as the elevator floor it's on, the direction it's going, and the passengers that are on it. And here will be the log of what's going on. Before the program starts, all these buttons here, you notice how you can't really click anything except for the reset button, but that's just a full reset mid setup or mid execution, just to completely reset the state of the program. I have the elevators and the floors number here. I can't click the begin setup yet. I have to at least have some elevators in and more than one floor. So I'll just go here with 2 elevators and 5 floors, and we will begin the setup. So this will initialize the simulation class and for us to start inputting our events. So over here we have the passengers and the emergency. I'll just start by adding some passengers because the emergency you can't really do anything without any passengers in there. And I made sure of that. Over here it shows the passengers, and here it will show the floors, but that's independent of our passengers, and same with the power outage. But we'll stick with this. Starting floor where we can't add anything until we have a valid add like this. From floor 2 to 1 we can add, but we can't add 2 to 2. Doesn't make sense. And we can also not go above the floors here. So we'll stay here, and here's our time step. We could just add it here, and this is just a nice little indication over here that we have added a passenger. We can also just change this and add more passengers here. I also added a convenient little +1 random, which will just add a random passenger starting floor and finish floor at a random time step between 0 and 10, just because 10 was just felt like a right number for a passenger to do a request. So I can just click this a few times, and also while I'm clicking this, it's updating here. It'll update the passengers for which I want to do an event, so like a door obstacle. These are ordered in the events or in the time step that they occur in, so just the reason why they're not fully ordered, but I think it's a little better like that. So yeah, I have a bunch of passengers here. I have 9. Let's get an even 10. And now for door obstacles, say we'll just do for number 3 over here. We'll even add an overload for Mr. 1 over here. And, oh, we didn't even add it. So here for overload, we'll add that, and then door obstacle here. And now we can start the program. So we start the program. It'll start to run every 2 seconds. We have all the buttons here disabled, and over here we have the pause and stop. So we could pause our program. We could also reset the whole thing, but I don't want to do that, and I'll resume, and it'll keep going. And we'll see our information here, such as the requests coming in from each passenger at the time step, and the plus or minus if they are onboarded onto an elevator or if they arrived at their floor. I over here you can see all the passengers that are on it. So the first number is just the ID of the passenger, and the one in gold is the floor that they want to go to. So over here, you just arrive to the floor and they get removed. So there you go, the first simulation finished. You can also see over here our overweight sensor triggered at the for our passenger, Mr. P2, to which we have set it to. Also the door obstacle as well for Mr. P7. And the elevator of when it happened because we can't really determine which elevator it happens to. So yeah, I also made the choice of just displaying the time step that stuff occur at, since there is an indication here. Right now it's white, but it's black. it does indicate time step. So there's that. And also the finished as well as total onboarded and offloaded. This is more of just like a debug thing for me, or um, just to really test out my program to see if everything was working and all the passengers were uh, going to their desired floor. So yeah, when we finish, it will reset everything again, and it'll gray out the buttons so I can't click anything. And yeah, so that was just a normal scenario. We'll go again. Let's go with like 8 floors here, 4 elevators, why not? And I'll just add a bunch of random. There we go. So now we'll also do the power outage. Let's go for that. Time step. So the time step does change. We can't add a time step for a door obstacle because we don't know when that happens. Same with the fire alarm. So I'll show power outage. It's simple. Let's say time step number 6. So what it will do is it will override all of the passengers' destination floors as well as the path for each elevator. Uh, the path of the elevator is just a vector of each floor that it has to go to, optimally, of course, sorted and whatnot. And the power outage, what it will do is just override all of that, send them to the nearest safest or the nearest safe floor, which would be either the floor they're on or the next floor they're going to. So we'll add that and we'll see what happens. I also conveniently added this button to speed it up, so we can do 2x, which will make it occur every 1 second, and I just like the 4x just to make it go faster. So there we go. Power outage occurred at time step 7, and it just set everybody's destination to arrive to the floor. So here we go. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Yeah, so that was a power outage event. So I'll just start a new simulation to quickly show the fire event. So I'll first just add a bunch of passengers. They do update as I add them here, which is cool. Uh, Fire alarm. We'll have that happen floor 3, and timestamp we'll just do 10. So add that, speed it up a little. It does go back all the way to 1 after 4x, so it's just a nice little feature. We're going along here. Passengers are getting boarded. Passengers, and then there we go. So what it did was it did completely ignore the rest of the passengers that are going to request later on because, well, you know, they haven't come and requested an elevator yet. And it also completely deletes all the passengers in the queue that have requested an elevator and are waiting, since the elevator is in emergency mode. It's not going to stop for the passengers that are waiting. They could take the stairs. So yeah, over here, the fire alarm triggered and it overrided all of the paths and everything, and they just arrived and it finishes. So yeah, that's that one. So I'll just show a few more regular events without any emergencies. So we could see over here that it shows the direction of where it is going, and it'll update this underneath where they're going and their destination floor and everything. I think that was really nice. Proud of this. Yeah, there we go. I think that's pretty much it. I don't really see. Oh, the pause and stop button. I might as well show that. So over here we'll make it go 2 times, 4 times. Why not? So pause. It pauses it. Simple. Times of 4. Play. Times of 5, and so on. And then we could also pause it, unpause it again, and then we'll stop. And when we stop, it just stops it here. It continues the display since we still want to read what was going on. It'll stop that, and then we'll reset back to the initial state of starting setup and everything. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all of that. Yeah, all right, perfect. So yeah, Oh, I will also admit I did not do a case for the help alarm. I did not have time. See, it doesn't even make sense, the elevator. I did not have time to do that. Everything else works perfectly fine, as it should, or as I thought it should. And help alarm is just there. But yeah, they could scream for help. They don't need a button. Yeah, that's all. Thank you very much.